you're doing, but we've got an extra voice in studio because now I am delighted to be joined on the programme by the one and only Nathan Carter. Nathan,
good afternoon. Great to be in Donegal.
Good to have you back on the programme. It's been a while since you've been in studio with us, yeah. And I'll tell you what, Marks, you brought me a coffee, 10 out of 10.
Frank and honest. And the lady who served me across the road said, I knew you were coming because David said on the radio before you were going to be in.
I'm telling you.
She was well prepared. Yeah.
So what's the crack? How are you?
Good, yeah. Had a bit of time off after Christmas and then started our Irish tour 2 weeks ago now, and we're halfway through.
And I'm seeing sold out signs everywhere.
Yeah, it's been really good this year. We sold an awful lot of tickets before Christmas. I think people were buying them as presents. So it was Cork Opera House 2 nights this week sold out, and INEC on Sunday. And then we have another 4 gigs around Ireland. We're 2 nights in Kilkenny. We're coming to Bangor in Northern Ireland. And then, of course, the reason that I'm here is I'm going to be doing one of my only gigs in Donegal this year. We're going to be playing the Clanry Hotel a week on Sunday. So delighted to be back. Because we don't play Donegal as much as I would like, you know what I mean? I'd like to be here more often.
And I did that Clanry show with you for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's always a great night in there. There's a super atmosphere. And that's next Sunday, the 9th of February. And I know that I was the tickets had been flying for that, so there's probably only a limited amount remaining. But they're still available from the hotel reception or on eventbrite.ie. But it's always a great atmosphere there, isn't there?
Yeah, they've been running a lot of gigs, I think, over the last couple of weeks. I know the Amigos were there recently as well, and they've another couple of shows, so I'm glad to be going back. And we do have a special guest this year. Of course, a lot of people will know that I'm good friends with Lisa McHugh, and we kind of both started out on the scene together about 15 years ago now, which is mad how time flies. But Lisa's going to be joining us on the night and doing a guest spot, which is great because she hasn't been able to do many gigs herself over the last number of years with the babies coming along and so forth. So she's doing her own tour later on this year, but she said she'd join us for this one for one night only. Which is
great. And of course, Lisa is a big fan base here in Donegal as well. So
Indeed.
You're back out there with the concert tour. What have you been doing to keep this concert tour fresh? Because people keep coming back time after time after time. And of course, you keep the show fairly fresh as well. So what have you been doing this time around?
There's a right few new songs in for this latest run. Of course, we've been experimenting with some new material as well, which I've been writing over in London over the last 6 months with a fella called Guy Chambers, and I'm actually starting recording the new stuff next week. Although I might be releasing a single in the coming weeks that I recorded with Jonathan Owens, who you know very well.
Coffee makes sense now. The coffee makes sense now.
I've got a single that I done with Jonathan before Christmas, and I was like, do you know what, I might put that out soon. Whilst this new material is being worked on and recorded over in the UK. Yeah,
so let's talk a little bit about that, because Guy Chambers is not just any songwriter / producer. He is a pretty serious operator. Tell us about this project.
For anyone that's familiar with Robbie Williams, Guy was instrumental in all the major hits. He wrote most of them, including Angels, Rock DJ, Let Me Entertain You, all those massive number ones from the 90s and the 2000s. So I managed to meet his manager, who was a guy who signed me to Decca Records years ago, and met him last year, and he was saying he's managing Guy now and would I consider writing some songs with him. So I said so I went over, flew over to London, and he's got a wonderful studio there in Notting Hill, and we've been writing every couple of weeks for the last sort of 3 months, and then next week go over and start actually recording the new songs, which is going to be very fun.
And how have you found that writing experience? Because obviously you've done a lot of writing since you moved over here, and now you're writing with someone who's wrote international hits. So is that process a little bit different? How have you felt about it all?
I was very nervous going into the first session, because I was like, what is he going to think of me? And he'd sat and listened to Wagon Wheel and a few other songs that I've recorded through the years, and I was thinking, I don't know if this is going to be this man's cup of tea, you know? But he's actually a big fan of country, and his love of songwriting isn't just pop. He does write for all different genres. The Cause were in doing their latest album, which he produced last year. So he does lots of different styles of music, you know. So it was daunting, but we've managed to strike up a bit of a friendship, and can't wait to eventually get the. I mean, it's grand having demos of songs, but you don't really know what they're going to sound like until you stick drums and bass and guitars down and see how it all develops, you know. So it's going to be interesting, but new project and very excited about it.
That's something that is very exciting. And the thing with songs is too, you can record something and you can think, God, that's class, and then you release it and you never hear tell of it again.
No one ever requests it.
And then something that you think, God, I don't know about this, and we'll stick it out anyway, and it ends up being a massive hit. So you just never know with songs, don't you know?
It's all chance, yeah, totally.
So that's going to be very exciting. Listen, we're going to take another song before we come back. Let's take this one that you released not too long ago called If You Love Somebody.
Mississippi, I'll swim it down to the Delta and back again. If you love somebody, you do anything. If you love somebody, jump up and sing. There ain't no limit to the things you do. If you love somebody, the way that I do you. Get a ladder, a cheap guitar, I'll serenade you under the stars. Scream and shout, make a scene, tell the whole world you're the girl of my dreams. If you love somebody, you do anything. If you love somebody, you jump up and sing. There ain't no limit to the things you do. If you love somebody, the way that I do you. Ooh, send me down the river with my soul on fire. The thought of you makes the weight of this world seem a little bit lighter. If you love somebody, if you love somebody, ooh, send me down the river with my soul on fire. The thought of you makes the weight of this world seem a little bit lighter. You know you're taking me higher, higher. If you love somebody, you do anything. If you love somebody, you jump up and sing. Well, there ain't no limit to the things you do. If you love somebody, the way that I do you, that's what you do. If you love somebody, and your love is true. Well, there ain't no limit to the things you do. If you love somebody, the way that I do you, the way that I do you.
The Jivetime Show with Ireland West Airport. This summer enjoy a family holiday in Mallorca, Malaga, Faro, Barcelona, Milan and more with flights to 23 destinations. No caps, no stress, no problem. Ireland West Airport. Don't just take off, take it easy.
Hi everyone, David James here, and I'm really excited to be launching my brand new band in the Allingham Arms Bundoran on Saturday the 1st of February with my special guests Hugo Duncan and Conor O'Donnell. Come along for a great night of music as I launch my new band Saturday the 1st of February, the Allingham Arms Bundoran.
Winter sale now on at Cherrymore Kitchens and Bedrooms, Donegal Town. Amazing prices on made-to-order kitchens, sliding wardrobes and much more. Don't miss your chance to transform your home at unbeatable prices. Book your appointment today at cherrymore.ie or call 07497 25822. Cherrymore, 28 years of adding quality and value to your home.
If you're organising an event, you might be surprised by everything BizPrint offer, from photo props, backdrops, banners to tablecloths, pens, keyrings and mugs. Everything to make your event a big success. Call BizPrint on 9177 955 or see bizprint.ie.
Shekelatha ama Highland Radio. Arna Dortugat ag Airgrid. Uproar agus forbor an go letrahas na Héireann. Airgrid. Pobl a guachtu, era a guachtu. Taché.
Taché, okay Nathan, say the time in Irish.
I don't even know it in English. Never mind Irish.
And yeah, a tree. Nathan Carter's on the show. Why is he on the show? He's here for the crack, but he's here because he is bringing his wonderful concert show to the Clanree next Sunday, which is the 9th of February, and the doors open there at 7:15. And a special guest, Lisa McHugh from 8, followed by Nathan and the band, and that is sure to be a great night. Nathan, lots of people are texting in to say hello. Daniel Sweeney says hello all the way from Glasgow. Kenny G and Olive, who are big fans of yours.
Oh, yeah. Haven't seen them in a while.
Hannah Gallagher, a massive fan of Nathan's. Can you please say hello to Nathan from Sarah Granton? Looking forward to seeing you in the Clanree.
Oh, brilliant.
And lots of, there's a few requests in there for Dear Elizabeth as well, which was a popular song for you actually on the show.
Last year, yeah. That was an old folk song from 50 years ago that we kind of rehashed and released. But yeah, did good.
And last one before we move on. Please say a big hello to Bobby and Chloe McLaughlin in Newton Cunningham, who are just in from school and delighted to hear Nathan on the radio.
Very good.
There you go. So Nathan, we've been chatting about your concert tour. We've been chatting about your songwriting. And I was in Sligo the last day down in EJ's, and sure and behold, as soon as you walk in the door, there's a lovely display there that says Carter Clothing. Tell us about Carter Clothing. Yeah. What is going on?
It got launched the end of last year, and we're in 3 or 4 shops around the island. McElhinney's and EJ's in Sligo, we're in Salento in Strabane. That I was down with. I was actually down with the Salento gang at Christmas. We had a really good launch night there with Matthew Crampsey was singing as well. Which
great
was,
singer,
was
Matthew,
great.
Isn't he?
Big shout out if it was his birthday on Saturday.
That's right, 32.
37 I heard he is now. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Matthew. Matthew Crampsey was 30 over the weekend,
yeah.
and of course his dad Shuni is a phenomenal songwriter too.
Yes, you know all about that now.
Yeah,
yourself
Shuni
and Daniel.
Yeah, he wrote Don't Take the Good Times for Granted. So Carter
Great
Clothing, is that something that's been like an ambition for a number of years? Or?
Do you know what, it wasn't really, but I ended up doing a load of videos and TV stuff, and I'd always have to borrow clothes all the time. And Terry, who's a photographer, came up to me and she said, would you not consider doing your own range of stuff? And I was like, well, where would we begin with that? Like, so anyway, we met some designers, and then the process kicked off. But it was over 14 months in the making. It was a lot of behind the scenes, chopping and changing. I'm delighted to say that all the jumpers and the wool products are manufactured in Donegal, so we are very, very proud of that. And kind of mention that everywhere we go, that it's made in Donegal, which is always a good thing. But no, it's done really well. We're in talks at the minute with a major distributor to hopefully get the brand up and going even further than what it has, because it's been tough, but anyone that's bought the stuff seems really happy, and they keep reordering, so which is a great sign. But if anyone wants to check it out, there's an Instagram page, Facebook, and of course the website is carterclothing.ie. And if anyone's a fan of the Two Johnnies, you might have seen them taking the Mickey out of me before Christmas regarding the clothing on their podcast, which was good fun.
Sure, why not? And the lads are great too, the Two Johnnies, aren't they?
Yeah, they're flying at the minute, and with the what's it called?
GA Catfish, isn't it?
The Catfish.
That's a mad story.
Episode has boosted them like 20 times more than it had been already, because people are now going back listening to the first couple of episodes, and it's been a huge thing for them in the last few weeks. So
we've got Carter Clothing. What's next? Carter Cars?
I don't think so.
Carter Cartwheels. What are you going to be selling next?
We done the podcast.
Yes, which was very successful as well.
Myself, my brother Jake, and Karen, who is Jake's partner, who is now a judge on Dancing with the Stars. We hosted the Carter Couch last year, which was really good fun. Again, something that I didn't intend I was going to get into was hosting a podcast, but it was really good fun. Just general chit chat throughout the week, and we'd do little pranks on each other and stuff. Jake got me a good one now. A phone call one day from pretending to be the president of Ireland, and I fully fell for it. Like
that was very good. No, I did enjoy that one.
But no, we're hoping to go back and do another podcast maybe later this year. I don't really have much time at the minute to be doing it, because we finish this Irish tour in 3 weeks' time, and then we go to England and Scotland, and we're gigging flat out then for March and April. So, but who knows? The podcast might come back later on in the year.
Yeah. So the foot's not coming off the gas for Nathan Carter. In fact, there's lots in the pipeline. You were telling me.
A lot in the pipeline.
Yeah.
And between the Spain trip, which I know you guys do a good Spain trip here with the same people that I do it with, Country Music Tours.
Hello,
Big shout
Sharon.
out to Sharon if she's tuned in. But yeah, we're back doing our Carter on the Costa later on this year,
Yeah.
and we are over 90% sold already. We're going to a new venue in a place called Welver. Fiona Hagan was over there last year doing her trip, and I'm going to go and use it for this year in October. So yeah, it's going to be a busy year, but yeah, thankfully things are still going good and people are coming out to see the shows.
Yeah, and I've done a few of your Carter and the Costa trips, and they're always super trips. And that venue that you're going to now, I was there with Cleona Hagan as well. And
You were on that trip?
It's a fantastic venue as well. So anyone who's on that trip is in for a real treat. So Nathan Carter and his band, they take to the stage in the Clanree Sunday the 9th of February with special guest Lisa McHugh. Tickets are limited, so get them while you can. Nathan, thanks for dropping by.
Thanks so much. Big hello to everyone at Highland, all the listeners and all the team here, and good luck with the launch this weekend. I know it's going to be amazing in the Albion. So
thank you
sorry
very
I
much.
can't be there. I'm in Cork, but otherwise
You can't be everywhere.
I can't be
I'm
everywhere,
looking
but
forward to
good
it. So
luck. Have a
Nathan
blast.
Carter, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us on the show. There you go, Nathan Carter and his band.